Welcome, I am Katarina and this is my channel, your place for card making, creative inspiration and a little extra sparkle in every project. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Let's jump into today's project. So the kit that I have here to create two scrapbook pages with is from Crafter's Companion, and this is Craft Essentials Series 178. And first up we have an embossing folder. You can see that lovely lacy frame and then that floral detail in one of the corners. It's a 6x4 embossing folder, so it's a lovely size. We have all different flowers on it, the lilies, the rose, the sunflower maybe, I'm not sure, but it is a gorgeous embossing folder. I really love these corner details on them. Then we have a die set, a 3-piece die set. We have this gorgeous ornate frame. We have a corner die to add some lovely details to your corners on your projects. And we have that lacy detail, which obviously I'm assuming that I can line up and make it into a longer line. So that's really cool. We have a stamp set, and this is an 18 by 20 centimeter stamp set. It has 16 pieces. You can see the gorgeous floral detail. Let me take this out of the packaging. You can see the lovely floral arrangements, the flowers and the foliage stamps, and then we have lots of sentiments. Your kindness brightened my day, get well soon. Thank you for being a true friend. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. Happy birthday, you make me smile. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. You're the best, so very thankful for you. I'm thinking of you. So you can see how you can use this for so many lovely occasions, to express gratitude, just to give to your friend, or just to say happy birthday. And the floral arrangements are absolutely stunning. I love them already. And as always, the magazine box kits come with some papers in the middle of the magazine, which obviously I don't have because this is pre-recorded prior to the magazine even being released. And I'm going to flip through so you can see what kind of papers you would get with your magazines. So we have loads of toppers in here and borders that you can cut out and use in your projects. And then we have some lovely design papers, and again some tags, little sentiments, tag sentiments, and some more borders as well. So this is absolutely beautiful, and all the papers match. They are really nice to use together, mix and match. I really love this color combination in here. So I'm just going to flip through this. And then it starts all over again, so we have two of each. And these are gorgeous papers, and as always your magazine would come full and full of inspirations on how you can use your kit. So I'm going to make two scrapbook pages, and then I will come back and I'll show you what I used and what I made to create them. So for my first scrapbook page I went with an 8 by 8 inch size. I picked this gorgeous floral pattern paper for my background in there, but I glued this on top of an 8 by 8 inch heavyweight cardstock just to add some stability to that pattern paper, because they are not very heavyweight. I like to do this whether I'm making scrapbook pages or making cards. I always like to reinforce my papers with some heavier weight cardstock, and I use my color glue to do that. I know that that's going to leave it really nice and strong once it dries. Then I cut a white square card to 7 by 7 inches. I glued it just straight onto the background, and then this lovely lilac pattern paper measuring 6 7/8 by 6 7/8. So I'm left with just a very thin white border on all four sides in there, and I glued it straight onto the white square. Then I created this strip in here, and I'll be able to show you because I had two of these made, because my first idea was to go crisscross with this, but then it just seemed too busy, so I kept this one for a different project. And what I did in here, I've cut a white piece of card to 6 7/8, so it is the full length of that lilac paper, reaching from start to finish in there. by 1.5 inches. Then this pink pattern paper I cut to 6 7/8, so the same length, to 1 3/8 of an inch, and it left me with a very thin border on the top and the bottom, just like 1/16 of an inch of a border. Then I took from the die set this die here, and I've die cut this 10 times from white card, and that white strip on the bottom just perfectly fit onto that 1/16 of an inch of an overhang that I had on both sides, on the top and the bottom, and I just lined them up right till the end, and I glued it onto the scrapbook page, probably about 1 inch from the start of this white square in here. Then for the photo mats, I glued down 2 white pieces measuring 2.5 by 3.5 inches. Then a pattern paper, a lilac one, same as this one in here, and the pink one, same as that one in there, measuring 2 3/8 by 3 3/8 of an inch. And then the photo mats, these here, which can be replaced by photos, and it's easy to tuck them behind these here because I have the flowers popped up on foam, which I will talk you through in a minute. And these photo mats measure 2.25 by 3.25 of an inches for both of those. So I stamped with VersaFine Onyx backing, heat embossed with clear gloss embossing powder, and I colored in with alcohol markers the 2 flowers and several of the leaves, and I added them in the corner and then with each of the photo mats, but popped up on foam pads in a way that there's no foam in there, so it's very easy to tuck photos in behind those, and the leaves in there as well. Just to finish this off, I added 3 rhinestones. I was gonna actually add more rhinestones. I was trying to place them here and there, but I didn't like it. I didn't add anything to the scrapbook page. I think this one here just completed it off perfectly. So there's a little bit of a bling. Pink matches the color of the rose perfectly, and I just love how this one turned out. So for my second one, I was really excited about that one because as soon as I saw, and I'm going to show you first, this paper in the paper pad, I knew I wanted to use this. I'm not sure if you can pick up on all those gorgeous colors, but it's lilacs and blues, and it's just such a stunning paper. My challenge in here was, how am I going to stretch this out into a square shape? Because this one was the first one that I made, and I knew that I wanted the second one to be bigger. And I could have gone with an A4 size, but I don't know why. If I can have a choice, my personal preference is always to make square shaped scrapbook pages. It's not that I never made A4 ones, I have, and they are lovely, but my personal preference is always a square shaped one. So I brainstormed myself how I'm going to make this into a bigger card. I didn't want to use 2 of the sheets because it's beautiful, and I wanted to keep this for a different project. So here's what I done. Look at this page here. It's gorgeous. Can't even fit it in the screen. So this one measures 11.5 by 11.5 inches. I'm trying to zoom out here a little bit so you can see the whole of that scrapbook page. So I didn't try to make you dizzy there. So this one measures 11.5 by 11.5 inches, and I've cut a white piece of heavyweight cardstock to 11.5 by 11.5. And then I took this pattern paper, the other piece obviously, cut it down to 11.5, which meant I needed to cut off just 1/4 of an inch on the top, and by 8 inches. So I just straightened out this this side, and I was left with a 11.5 by 8 inches, which I've cut into 2 pieces, 3 inches, and then I had a 5-inch piece which I've glued onto this side of my background and to this side of my background. And then I went ahead and I cut a black cardstock to 5 inches by 11.5 and glued it onto that gap. Then I took this lilac paper just from my stash. It's not from the kit, but it just matches the colors perfectly. Just lilac from my stash, which measures 11.5 by 4 7/8 of an inch. And it bridged up the gap between the 2 pattern papers. And then I've cut this black cardstock to 4.5 by 11.5 inches. And then I added a pattern paper from the kit, and it was this gorgeous blue with the white roses, which I've cut to 11.5 by 3 3/8 of an inch. So these are just 1/8 of an inch narrower than the black muds behind them. And they all measure 11.5 inches, so you can't see any borders on the top or the bottom. They are only on the sides. Now the second set I have popped up on foam pads, as you can see in there. So there's 3 long foam pad strips behind it to add it a little bit of a dimension. For my photo mats, I have 2 of the same size on the top and the bottom. The black mats measure 4 1/8 by 3 1/8 of an inch. And the photo mats in here, which can be replaced with a photo, I only have glue dots added behind them to hold them onto the scrapbook temporarily, measure 4 by 3 inches. And the same as this one, measuring 6 1/8 by 4 1/8 of an inch, and the photo to go on top can measure 6 by 4 inches, or smaller obviously. But this is the measurements that I worked with. I stamped and heat embossed several sets of these lovely flowers using a VersaFine Onyx blacking, clear embossing powder, and I've colored them in using watercolor brush marker pens, and these are new in my stash. These are by Sentimentally Yours, and these are Game Changer. I absolutely love them. I have 2 sets of these. I'm already thinking of getting the other 2 as well. Just stunning. Look at the colors that I achieved with them. So I've colored them all in, fussy cut them, and then I added some glitter in the middle of each flower. I hope you can pick up on that. But it's translucent glitter. It's the Crystalline from Chloe's Creative Cards, which allows you to see all that lovely stamp detail underneath. It just adds that lovely sparkle. And then for the little berries in there and on the other side, I used the Lilac Frost Glitter, which is a gorgeous, I'm going to open this to show you. Which is a gorgeous lilac glitter. There's so much lovely sparkle in this. I really am not using this enough. This is a stunning color, and I thought that it worked with my colors on the background paper perfectly. All of these floral sets are popped up on foam pads as well, and some of the foliage and some of the flowers are tucked underneath this mat and this photo mat, because these are glued straight onto this strip in here. But the overhang bit is popped up on foam pads again, just to make up for that level difference. And then in here also some of the foliage and some of the petals are tucked underneath, some of them reach out over on the top. And just to finish off, I added some lovely rhinestones, and they all have those lilac hues in there, which I thought worked perfectly again with my color scheme. So this is the second one. I really am in love with how this one turned out. So I really love both, but it's just because I had my heart set on this paper as soon as I saw it. I think I'm just delighted that it turned out so nice. So you can see the size difference in there, this 8 by 8 and an 11.5 inch square. So there's quite a size difference in them. They're both beautiful, both perfect for scrapbooking. I would really love to know if you like any of these, and if you do, would you like to give any of these a go? I would love to read your comments in the comment section below, and please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified when I come back with my next video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Until the next time, bye! So much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss my next video, and in the meantime feel free to click on these rectangles for more creative inspiration. Until the next time, see you soon. Bye!